Hi everyone. So there's this new tool called Shortcut AI, and it seems to be an AI assistant for an Excel type like file. During today's video, we're going to be trying how to use it for finance and FP&A. Now, I have in here this guide that I built with 9 prompts that I'm testing with different tools. In this case, as I was mentioning, we're going to be testing them live with Shortcut AI. Let's see how it goes. In here, if we go right now to Shortcut AI, you'll be able to see that it looks like an Excel file, an Excel tab, but with a couple of different functionalities. So first, we have this pane in the right that looks like Copilot, where you can input your prompts. And then you have also in here some added tools or icons. Now, the first prompt that we are trying today is this one in here about monthly variance analysis. Now, for this one, we need some data. So I'll just go ahead and copy the data that I have right now into Shortcut AI. And then I'll go back and copy the prompt that we will be testing today. So the prompt goes to the right, and then I'll just send it. What I have noted with Shortcut AI is that it doesn't go ahead and does the prompt for you. It first starts to think between quotation marks and tells you that it will help you to do the task. But then normally it will always ask you for different things before it actually does the task. Now, in here, as you can see, it is saying that it's reading and understanding our data, creating some headers, and generating some sample and budget data for us. As for now, we can see that it's already performing some tasks. Now, one thing with these AI tools is that every time that you prompt them, even with the same prompt, they will give you a different result. So as mentioned before, that normally it asks you what to do. In this case, it did not ask us. So let's go ahead and see what it is doing. So right now it's still on tasks 2/5 with 3 pending. It seems that it read and understood already the current data in our tabs and reorganizing the data as well. Now, for this video, I'm not going to be editing the video for you. So I'm just going to give you the raw video so you can see exactly what it is happening and which of those prompts actually work and which ones they don't work. And you can also see how much time it is taking for doing a simple task, in this case, just to compare actual versus budgeted revenue for the last 12 months and highlight any variance greater than 5% in red. So as you can see, it is taking quite a while to do this task. I think it's around 4 minutes already in order to do it. Now, in further videos, I will be showcasing you how to do the same tasks with other tools, like let's say Copilot in Excel, which I have tested, and this one is around 10 seconds. So again, for now, it's a little bit longer than other tools. But let's see. So right now it's still 80%. Now I do like that it's keep telling us what it is doing. So right now it's telling us like, let's apply the conditional formatting, that it notices the variances are showing decimals and so on. And it seems that it's highlighting one variance right now. So it's taken a while, but it is performing the task that we needed so far. Bear in mind that this tool is a paid tool, so I'm paying right now. I'll give you the link to the tool and the pricing as well, but it's around 40 US dollar per month. Right now, I'm having the Pro plan active with unlimited messages, which is the cheaper plan available as for now. As you can see, it is still pending the task. So let's see how it goes. In the meantime, I do want to show you that the tool itself, it does look like Excel. It is not an Excel file per se, but it does look like it has all the ribbon on the top, the wrap desk, merge and center, and things like that. I also see the buttons for, let's say, share files here, export file, or even create a new file. I'm imagining that whenever you export the file, then you can export as a typical Excel file. Now, it is verifying now the task. And it just sends us a last detail in here. So it's checking if there's any charts or additional formatting details. Again, to repeat myself, in this case, I'm not going to be editing the video, so you will be able to see the full task and also how long it takes. As you can see, it gave us now is this result here, which is the summary. So the actual versus budget comparison table, the calculations, and so on. And finally, it's applying the final formatting fixes. Now, it hasn't finished this task, but overall, my opinion is that it is performing indeed the task at hand, which is good. Now, as you see, it was not a difficult task. It was not a big data set. It was a very small data set, just 12 rows of data. It was also a very clean data set where everything is just in this little table. And it is performing the task, but my main concern is the time. If it is going to be taking 6 minutes to do this small task, then imagine what will happen with a bigger task. So as you can see here, now it has finished and then it transformed into this. So with the variance, with a formula, which is good, so we can audit that and with a result. Now, let's go ahead and do the second task. Now, the second one is a rolling forecast update. In here, we want to extend the current forecast by 3 months. So let's say that we have, again, a very, very simple data set. So I'll just go and copy paste it in there and then copy the prompt to test. So I'm in here now, and then I'll be sending the message in here. So I'll do send. And again, we can see how much does it take to do this task. Basically, the main thing that we would want is just the forecast for 3 months extra of sales. Again, in this case, it did not ask me what to do. It just went ahead and started to do the tasks. Again, it's doing 5 tasks in this case. So very, very similar to the first prompt that we sent. Similarly to before, so it does seem that it will take a while. And I just want to mention that with this example, it's a very simple example. It's just 2 columns of data, and then just 6 months of actuals, and then 3 months of forecast. So there will be multiple ways to perform this task, even in simple Excel. There are other ways to perform it with Python in Excel or with Copilot in Excel as well. That I'll be demonstrating in further videos. But for you to see this tool in action, then I wanted to show it to you. So right now, it seems that it read and analyzed the data, and it calculated the average growth rate for both revenue and expenses. Now, it's fair to say that the time that it takes is not the only factor that we will take into consideration to evaluate all of these different AI tools. If there was a tool that it could do the task in, let's say, 1 minute, but it will do it wrongly, and then this tool could do it in, let's say, 5 minutes, but correctly, then I feel most of us in finance and FP&A, we would prefer the one that does it correctly for us. But if we see that there are two tools, one takes 5 minutes and one takes 1 minute or 10 seconds, let's say, and both of them, they do correct outputs, then for sure we will prefer the one that is faster. So I'll be having a table in a video after I test all of these different AI tools with the same use cases so that you can see the comparison amongst them. Again, right now, it's still doing this first task. So it's doing 80% now. And let's see if it works. One thing in this task itself is that it did not show us anything in here. It just shows the tasks in here that obviously we can collapse or not. But it's not showing us any progress. So right now, it seems that it's progressing by picking up all of these 5 tasks, but we cannot see anything just yet. And it has been around 6 minutes, I would say. But of course, you can judge it and then check the exact timing. So now it's reading and verifying. It gives us the first message right now. In the meantime, I will be taking some screenshots from the tool itself as well, so that we can have them in the Excel file. But as you can see, the tool is still pending one task on this prompt. One thing that I wanted to try as well is that what if we copy and paste other data right now already? Let's see if the task stops or not. If it doesn't, then it means that we can run multiple tasks. So it didn't stop, which was good. I'll go to the prompt now for the third one, which is cash flow projection. Now this one, again, the data itself is very simple. In this case, I'm just providing 1 year, so 2024, and then I wanted a projection for the following year. I'm not going to send the prompt. I can't, by the way, in here because I need to stop it if I want to do that. And this one is almost done. But let's just wait and see how it performs our tasks. I guess in the meantime, we can copy and paste the other data that we will be tasting afterwards. So this is the data number 4. This is the number 5 and 6. I don't want you to wait for this AI tool to perform all of these calculations and everything. So I'll most likely, for the following prompts, just stop the video and let it perform the task, and then just show you the output. Again, I was mentioning that I was not going to do that, but it seems that this particular tool it's taking too long to perform even a simple task, which is the expansion of these sales. So let's wait for this one to finish. But for the next tasks, what I'll be doing is just perform them in the background and then show you all some of the results. And again, this is just because I don't want you to wait for me and for this tool to do all of the different um, like the different waiting basically. So it seems that that one it's done now. So let's go back to number 2, and you can see tasks 5 of 5. Now you can see that it's giving us the summary here, but it didn't actually did the task because it did not added the data in there. We have the data in here, which it's started to tell us forecast methodology by 3 months, providing revenue and expenses. But if you see, we only have sales. So I do think it might got confused with this tab. Yeah, it did. So now if you see, now the first tab was affected by it. Instead of just the tab number 2. So originally the task at hand, it was just to add in here. But it modified everything. Okay, so I'll do this and I will give still one more chance to this tool. So I'll do a new file completely in order to show you and test live just with one tab. Just because I don't want you all to see an incorrect representation of the tool. So let's give it one more chance. The third one, as I was mentioning before, is just to create this projection. So I have some data here, and then I'll be adding in there. Now, as it says here, I'm ticking the restrict edits to only this range. Yeah. Now, in this case, I do want a forward projection. So I will untick that one. So I'll just send this task. In here, as you can see, it's asking us at first, like, okay, I'm thinking somebody is showing us, I'll help you create a 12-month forward projection. Bear in mind that I still have this tab open, but let's see if it's working or not. Okay, so now I have seen this before as well, and it's good so I can show you. So in this case, it's asking me different questions, normally 5. So in this case, 4, well, 5 with this optional. So it says, how should I organize the cash flow projection? Separate or add? Let's say add. How should I project? Use average growth rate. Let's do growth rate and let's do 4%. Should I break down operating expenses into categories? Let's do create detail. Let's do keep a store outflows just to make it simple. What additional analysis would you like included? Let's do add charts and visual summaries. And in this case, nothing. Now let's do continue. You might remember that in the first couple of tasks, it did not ask us those questions. So it might be that now the result will be better for us. Now it's saying that it's creating a comprehensive 12-month forward cash flow projection with a 4% monthly growth for inflows, and 2% monthly increase for outflows. And that it will be including visual summaries. So basically, the tasks that we told it to do. Now, in this case, now it's doing 8 tasks in here. Now, as I was mentioning, I'll pause the video here and restart it whenever it has finished, and I will show you the output of this particular prompt. See you in a minute. So it has finished this task. As you see, it took around 8 minutes, but we have in the same tab, we have month and these two, inflows and outflows. And now we have net cash flow, that is a formula, and also cumulative balance. And then we also have the 12 months cash flow projection, which is what we were asking. It shows a couple of graphs, so like native Excel graphs, which is quite good, and some summary statistics as well. So this was the result of this prompt. Now I will go and do a new file so that I can show you the following prompt. As we mentioned, let's skip, let's do number 6 in this case. And as I was mentioning, it is taking a while to answer to us. So let's go and prompt it, and then I will pause the video and I'll show you the results of it. So see you in a couple of minutes. This task is done as well. In this case, with this chart in here and this year-over-year analysis. Now, it took a while as well, but what I will do in this case with Shortcut AI is I will continue on my own and I will post in here the results. Thank you so much for watching and see you on the next guide of AI tools for finance and FP&A.